You sit down to work. You're ready, focused, determined, and then your hand moves by itself, like a zombie. It grabs the phone, opens Instagram. You didn't decide to get distracted. It just happened. Why? Here's the ugly truth. Your brain doesn't care about your goals. It doesn't care about that project, that exam, that business you're trying to build. Your brain has one job: seek pleasure, avoid pain, repeat. And right now, work feels like pain, uncertainty, boredom. Scrolling? That's a guaranteed hit of dopamine. A little chemical squirt of good job, you survived. Your brain is a dopamine addict, and it will always choose the path of least resistance. But here's the twist. This isn't your fault. It's biology, ancient wiring, and you can't fight biology with willpower. You have to hack it. Most people try to fight distraction head-on. They delete apps. They scream at themselves. They call themselves lazy. It never works, because you're fighting a million years of evolution with a motivational quote. What if instead of trying to kill your dopamine cravings, you just gave them what they wanted, but on your terms? Enter the dopamine menu. Here's how it works. Imagine your brain's craving for distraction as a customer walking into a restaurant. It's hungry. It wants dopamine. If you have no menu, the customer just grabs whatever's easiest. Junk food, endless scrolling, cat videos. 2 hours gone. But if you hand that customer a menu, a carefully designed list of options, you control the order. The dopamine menu has 4 sections. Starters. These are micro breaks, 1 to 5 minutes. Things like stand up and stretch, make a cup of tea, stare out the window and daydream, doodle on a sticky note. They give a tiny dopamine bump without derailing you. Mains. These are proper breaks, 15 to 30 minutes. Take a walk, have a real lunch away from your desk. Call a friend, play a song on guitar. These are deep, satisfying hits. You earn them after a solid block of work. Desserts. This is the stuff your brain really craves. Social media, YouTube, Netflix, gaming. But here's the rule. Desserts are intentional. You schedule them. 20 minutes, timer on. When it dings, you stop. No guilt, because you planned it. And finally, specials. These are rare, big rewards. Dinner at a new restaurant. Buying something you've wanted. A full day off. Specials are for when you've done something truly hard. They're the celebration meal. Here's the magic of this system. When a craving hits, and it will hit, you don't say no to yourself. Saying no makes your brain panic. Instead, you say, "Okay, brain, I see you're hungry. Let's check the menu." You're not denying the need. You're directing it. A starter gives you just enough dopamine to reset. You feel refreshed. The craving subsides. You go back to work. And over time, something incredible happens. Your brain learns that doing the work is the thing that unlocks the good stuff. Work becomes the key to the reward, not the obstacle. You're training your own brain like a dog, and the brain loves treats. Look, your phone isn't the enemy. Instagram isn't the devil. The enemy is shame. When you get distracted without a plan, you feel guilty. Guilt feels bad. What does your brain do when it feels bad? Seeks more dopamine, so you scroll more. More guilt. More scrolling. It's a death spiral. But when you schedule a 20-minute dessert and you actually take it, there's no guilt. You won. You followed the plan. The timer goes off, you put the phone down, and you feel proud. Same action, scrolling on your phone. But one version destroys you. The other version is a reward you earned. That's the difference. The menu removes shame and replaces it with control. So how do you build yours? Right now, grab a piece of paper. Draw 4 boxes. Starters. 5 quick things that feel good but don't pull you in. Stretch, deep breaths, pet your dog, tidy your desk, step outside for 60 seconds of sunlight. Mains. 5 activities that genuinely recharge you. A short walk, a conversation with a real human, reading a physical book, cooking something simple, sitting in silence with coffee. Desserts. Your guilty pleasures, but with time limits. Instagram, 15 minutes. YouTube, 20 minutes. 1 episode of a show, not a full season. Specials. The big guns. A night out. A purchase you've been holding off. A full lazy Sunday. These are for milestones. Stick this menu above your desk. Next time your hand reaches for that phone, look at the menu. Choose a starter. That's it. That's the hack. Your brain is the most powerful machine you will ever operate. But nobody gave you the manual. This is the manual. The dopamine menu. Not a cage for your brain, a playground. That's when you've won. Subscribe.